Have you ever felt that that real urge to share something? You know, an idea, maybe a project, or even just some advice.
Oh, yeah.
But deep down, you kind of knew it wasn't quite baked yet.
Yeah,
Not ready.
definitely. Or the other side of that coin, right? Feeling that that pressure to just put something out there.
Just to be seen? Yeah.
Even if it feels a bit thin, a bit forced.
Exactly. It's that tension, isn't it? Between wanting to express and that little voice saying, hold on, not yet.
It really is. Wanting to contribute, but maybe feeling like you're still searching for the thing you want to contribute.
Precisely that feeling. And today's deep dive, well, it comes from this truly unique source that speaks right to this.
Oh.
It's called the fullness of expression. And it's not, your standard academic paper or anything like that. It's more like a reflection. Really profound, almost poetic.
Sounds intriguing.
It really is. And it offers this different way of looking at genuine expression, a real contribution.
And what's the core idea? You mentioned it challenges things.
It absolutely does. Our sort of mission today is to unpack its main argument.
Yeah.
Which is, well, it's that true. Like life-giving words and offerings, they don't come from a need to express.
Yeah.
Not from a feeling of lack.
Okay. So where do they come from? A question.
From an overflow.
Yeah.
From this sincere internal abundance.
Fullness.
An overflow. I like that.
Yeah. So what does that actually mean for you listening? We're going to explore what it means to be built from within, as the text puts it.
Yeah, from within.
Before you rush to the pulpit or lean on the wall. Imagine building up this internal reservoir, so deep, so full.
That expression isn't about forcing it out.
Exactly. It's just sharing from this wellspring that can't be contained anymore. It just overflows naturally.
The author sets that tone immediately, don't they? They say they don't write to be praised or speak just to be seen.
Right.
Their writing only happens, and I'm quoting roughly here, when the silence within me overflows until it manifests as words.
And they speak when my soul fills to the point of calling out. It's not external stuff like validation. It's purely internal.
An internal imperative.
Yes. Born only when silence is no longer bearable and concealment is no longer loyalty.
That's such a powerful distinction, isn't it?
Yeah.
It suggests authentic words aren't born from desperation.
No, not at all.
But from being so full of insight that you can't keep it in.
Precisely. And the text is really direct here. It says, what is incomplete within the self has no right to be presented to others.
Oof. That really flies in the face of the constant content churn we see today, doesn't it?
It really does. And it makes you ask, well, what happens if we do offer something too soon, before it's really ripe?
What does the text say about that?
It gives a pretty stark warning, actually. Anyone who hasn't matured their experience in the fire of solitude.
The fire of solitude, like deep reflection.
Exactly. They will burn others with it when they present it raw, trembling, and confused.
Burn others. That sounds intense.
Think about it practically. A speaker who hasn't fully processed their message. Or a leader still finding their feet.
Yeah, I can see that.
When they try to lead or give from that place of incompleteness, it can come across as insecurity, maybe confusion. It can make others uncomfortable.
So every offering born from that lack is really just asking for validation.
At its core, yes, that's the argument. And a message that doesn't come from fullness, the author says, it just lacks life.
So the advice is pretty clear then. Do not rush to the pulpit while you are still searching for your voice.
And do not lean on the wall when you have not yet been built from within.
And that leaning on the wall bit, what's that getting at?
I think it's that tendency, to look for external support, maybe validation, approval.
Before your own internal structure is solid.
Exactly, before you can stand on your own, so to speak. And this idea, this internal completeness, it's not just some new age concept. The source actually pulls in ancient wisdom.
Right, the story of the young men in the cave. That was fascinating.
It really is. They stayed for 300 years and added 9 more.
An incredibly long time.
And the point isn't just that they were hiding. They were being shaped, transformed internally in the unseen.
So they could emerge ready, mature.
At the perfect moment, yeah. Their emergence became a sign, their words a revelation. And that long sleep, it's presented as proof that maturity is not measured by noise, but by depth.
Depth, not noise. That really challenges the modern world's emphasis on speed and visibility.
Absolutely. It suggests true influence, real impact, often needs that period of quiet, deep, internal work, waiting until you're filled with certainty like they were.
Such a powerful metaphor for preparation. Really makes you reconsider what readiness even means. And doesn't stop there. The text also looks at Moses, a huge figure.
Yes, the journey of Moses. What did his experience teach about seeking knowledge?
Well, the text describes him at a point where maybe he felt, pretty self-sufficient in his knowledge.
Right.
He goes at the junction of the two seas, but not to teach. He goes there to learn.
Right, seeking something deeper.
And he wasn't granted this abundance until he saw things that seemed, well, hidden, destructive even. A boy taken apart, a ship damaged.
Events that seemed chaotic on the surface, but served a hidden purpose. Building certainty, saving from destruction later on.
Exactly. And what's key here is that Moses, he was not destined to comprehend the secret of Al-Qidr.
Al-Qidr representing that hidden divine wisdom figure in many traditions.
Right. And why couldn't Moses grasp it yet? Because, the text says, he had not yet reached the fullness of capacity.
Fullness of capacity, so he wasn't ready internally.
Apparently not. He couldn't endure the wisdom because the self, when incomplete, denies wisdom when it comes close in the unseen.
Ah, that connects back. An incomplete self boasts, judges too quickly, advises before healing itself.
And tries to overflow with deficiency, before it even knows what real abundance feels like.
It's like the source is constantly circling back to this. True abundance isn't filling a void, it's coming from genuine, cultivated fullness.
It uses those beautiful metaphors too, like the sun.
Oh yeah, it does not shine because it wants to, but because it is fire in its essence.
Or the river. Does not nourish because it chooses to, but because it is so full, it can no longer contain itself.
So the core message keeps coming through. Be silent until silence fills you. Reflect until vision clarifies.
Disappear from the noise until you're truly built inside. Endure challenges until you just emerge naturally.
Nothing truly complete, the author insists, comes from incompleteness. No noble light comes from rushing things.
It's a call for patience, isn't it? Stay in your cave like the young men. Be patient, let wisdom unfold. Like Moses perhaps needed more time with Al-Qidr.
And crucially, to have the humility to admit when you need to learn, like Moses did. May I follow you so that you teach me.
Only then, when your roots are deep, when wisdom is part of your being, not just words.
When you're so full, you have to overflow.
Then it becomes real guidance, nourishment for others, not just hot air.
And the author gets very personal about their own process here. They make it incredibly clear their words aren't just made up.
Yeah, that part was striking.
I write from the flesh of experience and the blood of truth. Every word is part of a lived reality. Paths both light and dark.
They say they don't write because they're a good writer.
Right, but because they have lived, fallen, risen, changed, experience wrote them first, etched things on their soul they couldn't hide.
That's a really powerful testimony, shifting focus from skill to lived experience as the source.
Completely. It's not about teaching lessons learned from books, but sharing what life revealed, what pain illuminated.
Those doors of pain that purify. I think many of us can recognize those moments, unexpected hardship leading to something valuable.
And this view really reframes suffering, doesn't it? Wounds aren't random. They're messages from God shaping us.
Like a sculptor shapes his statue blow by blow until beauty is revealed.
Wow. Yeah. They talk about tasting sweet and bitter, paradise and hell, always learning, guided by insight born from that pain. What they write comes from the memory of the soul.
It's a compelling case that real wisdom is forged in life's difficulties.
Absolutely. It makes total sense then why they express gratitude for the harsh moments, the falls, the apparent endings that were actually beginnings.
Because only now, feeling full of light, having truly tasted what they share, do they feel their words can illuminate.
Words from the fire of trials illuminate, while others remain superficial. Which poses a question for us, for you listening.
What are our fires of trials building inside? And are we letting them lead to real insight?
And this leads into maybe the most unique part of their testimony. What actually drives them to speak now?
Right, it wasn't just an internal urge.
No, it was something else. They describe it as a hidden extension of prayers that reach me from you, from the readers, the listeners.
Prayers as energy.
Soft, pure energies, they call them, nourishing their soul like rain on roots, penetrating their depths, touching the part nourished by sincerity.
That's quite a profound, almost mystical explanation for creative drive, and humbling.
It really is. Every kind prayer is like a drop of light planting a flower.
And every flower grows into an idea, and every idea becomes a sentence.
And every sentence becomes a line from a heart full of gratitude, which explains why they don't seek praise.
The reward is seeing the impact, The words flowing into the hearts of those sending the energy in the first place.
It's this deep, reciprocal exchange. They write for those who resonate, the seekers, the ones who read between the lines.
They're full of prayers, not just words. And those prayers awaken them, push them deeper.
So the overflow isn't just theirs. It's a result of this interaction. Their solitude and our prayers, our sincerity.
And that energy, those prayers, are worth more than anything worldly to them. They ask for nothing back except.
Pray for me.
Wow. It really brings it all back to that core message, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Don't give from deficit. Don't create when you feel dry. Be patient. Wait until you are genuinely full.
Full of light, ripe with wisdom from experience.
And then offer what overflows, not what just leaks out in, desperation.
Because what's poured from lack doesn't revive anyone. It's just spilled.
Nothing complete from the incomplete. Only the full can truly overflow.
So we've really journeyed through quite a profound idea today. That real expression, real giving, it isn't about emptying yourself because you have to.
It's about giving from this place of uncontainable abundance.
We saw how it connects to ancient wisdom, the young men in the cave, Moses learning from El Qadir, that need for inner cultivation.
And we heard the author's very personal account, words born from lived truth, refined by hardship.
And incredibly nourished by the unseen prayers of those who connect with that truth.
The central message feels very clear. Authentic, impactful giving springs from a deep, sincere, cultivated inner fullness.
And the author leaves us with that simple, profound request, pray for me. Which leads to maybe a final thought for you to consider.
Yeah.
In a world that's often obsessed with speed, with visibility, with constant output, what if the most powerful thing we could contribute isn't measured by how much we produce?
But by the depth we create from.
Exactly. The quality of that internal fullness that lets us genuinely overflow. How might focusing on that inner completeness, how might that change your own approach?
Your approach to sharing your wisdom, your insights, maybe even just your presence in the world.
Something to think about.